I'll throw a piece of ham or turkey at you every now and then. Like,
I'm
I'll bring treats.
I'm telling you though, the meat sweats are fucking for real. I'm like I'm like sitting here and I'm just like all of a sudden fucking hot and sweating and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Oh yeah, I just ate a bunch of meat for lunch.
I'm done. Meat sweats are a real thing, people. Nobody judge, okay?
Right? I'm a little musty.
Good thing I'm over here. You're on the
Right?
screen. No, I'm
Yeah.
excited for you. I think it'll be awesome.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Friendship Frequency. This is a podcast where we talk about our real life struggles and what has worked for us. We get vulnerable and discuss our everyday lives, and we invite you to go on this journey to better yourself right along with us. I'm Tab Johnson.
And I'm Aaron Winhorn.
And this is who we are, and this is what we do.
What up, what up, what up? What's
You
going
started
down?
going before I got my drink, and the countdown went too fast.
Yeah, I forgot to get my ketones mixed up.
I got panicked for a second. Today's been one of, dude, I just now changing clothes before I came to get on so we could record. I realized I had two completely different shoes on.
That's
Like
all
I
right.
thought,
Nobody sees your shoes.
like I thought I got up because I woke up in a panic, like because I realized I was running late, and I thought I put on my Nike slides that are pink, and I have another pair that are pink, and well, one was a Nike slide, the other one was
That's
the other pair.
hilarious.
I was like, that's cute. So yeah, that's how my morning went.
So what? So you attended Epik, huh?
Yeah, I did the virtual thing, which is weird because I know we both talked about like we weren't gonna do it or whatever. And then I got an email saying that the ticket was only $7. And I was like, I mean, I've spent $7 on dumber shit, so
Yeah.
why not? And so I got the ticket and, listened to it in my headphones yesterday while we were doing the walk. And yesterday was more like prove it centered, like product wise and that kind of thing. Today was more about network marketing, like legit actionable steps that if this is where you're stuck at, this is what you should do. Let's count. I think I have 5.5 pages, 4.5 pages. 4.5 pages of notes. And it was more, not so much foo-foo, but some of our stuff can get a little foo-foo or rah-rah, however you want to call it. But this was like, boom, step 1, step 2, step 3. So it was good. It was really good. I
Get
enjoyed
some
the training.
get
Go
some
ahead.
value out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Good.
Once I get my stuff organized, because my chicken scratch, I'll shoot you over a copy if you want it. But it was with Eric Worre, who I know him from training Jesse Lee. That was part of Prove It. I'm sure he's probably got other things, and I know he's a thought leader or whatever. But it was with Eric Worre. He was the only speaker. Blake and Brian both got up and spoke and stuff like that, but he's the one that did the training and teaching today. And yeah, it was really good. It was really good. So that's what my morning was spent on.
Definitely a lot more on track than Mr. Detweiler, right?
Listen, that's so, and here's where I caught myself like comparing the two.
Yeah.
It's legit night and day. As a matter of fact, so night and day that he called out some of the things that we were taught to do in that training as huge no-nos. It not only his training, but a few other people that we know that have trained us as well, where he called it out and was like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I don't care what they said to you. This is what has worked for me. And I was like, say that then. That's what I'm saying. So really
I
good.
like it.
Yeah. And I'm meal prepping. I have 2 pork roasts in 1 crock pot that I'm gonna make tacos, shredded tacos out of, or shredded pork. We can have it for sandwiches, whatever. And then a crock pot with chicken and some vegetables. And then I have some steak that I have to cook before it goes bad. And I'm gonna portion up I bought that big 10-pound roll of hamburger meat from Costco. So I got to get that portioned out and vacuum seal it and all that stuff. So pretty productive, pretty productive. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Nice. I kind of did some meal prepping today too.
Hey, what'd you do, friend?
I'm diving back into the carnivore train.
Are you?
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to
So
know.
I got steak,
Okay.
hard boiled eggs,
Hey.
shrimp.
Gramps. Yum.
Yeah. And
I love
I was
scramps.
gonna do bacon too, but I've packed away all my pans and stuff. So
Keep forgetting about that.
all I have is my air fryer pressure cooker. So I got to do the eggs, the steak, and the shrimp.
Can you put it? You could put it in the air fryer. The bacon.
I'm sure I could, but
I don't know the time and the temp and all that. I've never done it, but I'm pretty sure you could.
it would just take too long per
Yeah.
slice, or you could probably fit maybe 6 slices at a time in there.
Not only that, but the cleanup. Ugh.
Yeah.
I hate cleaning my air fryer. Listen,
Yeah.
I don't even use it because of that. Right on. That's exciting. Carnivore. Good to know in case you get cranky over the next few days. Good to know.
Yeah. Man, I love my meat. It's just I stopped doing it before because we all know inflation and how expensive meat is
Right.
right now.
Right.
I mean, eggs, like it was $7. One of the cheapest stores that I go to,
Mm-hmm.
$7.49 a dozen of eggs. It was $33 for a
For the
flat.
the big pack of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, it's wild. I'm telling you. Like, I dread grocery shopping now because it's like a
yeah,
freaking house payment. Like,
I know
yeah.
it's expensive. I mean, yeah, just doing all meat and
Yeah. One of the groups I'm on in Facebook, when Jason and I attempted to be carnivore for 5 seconds, one of the groups that I'm on Facebook, I'll have to look at it. It's like carnivore diet on a budget type thing. Like they do it where it's budget friendly because obviously not everybody can afford freaking ribeyes every night. So
yeah,
they do it more budget friendly. I'll have to find it. I'll send it to you.
yeah.
So I should do some boiled eggs. That's actually a good idea. Let me add that to my list. I did a
I
bunch of
think
salad.
nice. I love like with the Ninja Foodie that I got, I could pressure cook eggs for five
Hmm.
minutes and they come out perfect. Easy to
Perfect.
yeah,
Like perfect every time. Yep, I
yeah.
know. Heck yeah.
Fit a dozen at a time, and
Hmm. I think that's what
if I
Jason does too.
if I'm doing like 3 to 4 eggs per meal,
Hmm.
dude, I was like, how much protein should I eat for being the weight that I am in a day?
What is it?
355 grams or somewhere around there.
You'll never
I
poop
was
again.
just like, oh my God.
You'll never poop again.
That's if I like, because my job is like sedentary all for
Hmm.
8 hours a day.
Hmm.
And I go to the gym and it says, of course, if you're going to work out, you need to eat more.
Hmm.
I'm just like, bro,
That's where I'm going after this is to the gym.
it's like I'll be full for sure.
Yeah.
And it's going to be
Yeah.
tough to eat that much protein.
Dude, that's just, I can't even, like, I struggle getting, I average maybe 120, 140 on really good days, and that's not even enough for me, but like it's a struggle to get that much protein in and not eat a bunch of shit with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if I wanted to eat a bunch of shit, I could probably get that much in. But trying to do it clean and, making sure you're not overindulging, like it's difficult. It's
Yeah.
difficult. So there's
Yeah.
this
Like the,
guy. Go ahead.
the thing that I got to figure out is like, it says to eat most of it of a high healthy fat.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need to determine what that fat's going to come from, because I'm not going to eat like beef tallow, or
Do
we
you
know
eat?
bacon's not a healthy fat.
Can you do avocado?
It's not meat.
You can't. So no vegetable at all.
No.
Dang. Yeah, that's especially on carnivore. Like when I think healthy fat, I automatically think avocado,
Yeah.
but I eat vegetables. So I don't know what it would have to be butter, ghee, beef tallow. Just cook everything in butter. I don't know. Cook everything in butter. That's the only thing. And it can't just be butter. It needs to be like clean butter, real butter.
I'm gonna
So,
need you to make me some butter.
I mean, for a small fee, I can do that. Listen, my services are no longer free. Okay? Just kidding. It's so easy. Well, maybe not for you right now because your house is packed up, but it's so
Yeah.
easy. I could teach you. You would die. Like, it's
What is
super easy.
what can I get out of that beef?
The
I got
tallow.
those bones.
So, if you, like, are they big, big? How big are we talking?
I don't know. I don't think they're very big. They're in a package, so I haven't opened them.
If they're big and you had a way to cut them, then you could do the bone marrow, and that would be a good way. Cook like you would cook it, like, and eat the bone marrow. But if you're just gonna boil it and make like a beef broth, you boil that fucker till all of the marrow, everything comes out. And then you mix, well, for you, you can't mix any vegetables with it. So you would just put the marrow or the bones in some broth. I would do like chicken or beef, whichever one you wanted. And then just enough to cover it and then just let it boil. And then you could drink it like a soup or as a drink. You know what I mean? That would be the
Yeah.
only thing I could think of because you can't do the vegetables. It would be easier to cook the marrow and eat it because then it would be like a meal, but it depends on how big the bones are. Like,
Yeah.
if they're
I don't
just
think they're.
like you're talking about, like, if, like, when you eat the marrow like that, you want like a freaking femur bone
Uh,
and you saw it in half or cut it in half, however you do that, have the butcher do it, and then you put it like marrow side down on a grill or a cooking surface, and it cooks it, and it just slides out of that bone, and you eat it. So I've actually done that before. It's actually really good.
doesn't sound too pleasant eating bone marrow.
You're like, no, I'll pass.
I'll have to do some research on where to get the healthy fats from.
There's another guy I follow on Instagram. His name is Kyle Smith, I think. Tasty Shreds is kind of what he does. And he does like super high protein, and he was like 300 and something pounds and went down to I don't know, like two something, 218 or some shit like that. But he's another one. I actually use a lot of his, not necessarily recipes, but his meal ideas for a lot of the protein. And he does like one of them was nachos, like trash can nachos, but healthy trash can nachos. Like this one is a queso chicken and rice burrito. It's 422 calories, but it's got 44 grams of protein in it in one serving. So I use a lot of his stuff for Jason because Jason always wants all the protein.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to cut out our Saturdays.
Oh, breakfast
Yeah.
at Nutrition Plus? Maybe you should bring some salami sticks in a plastic bag or something. Oh my God, I'm sad. That's actually, I mean, it's not a terrible idea. It's actually kind of expensive when we go there, so I'm okay with it. That's one less meal I need to worry about eating out, so it's
Right.
not that big a deal. But yeah, that's exciting. I'm excited for you. When are you gonna start? Or have you already started?
Started today.
Yeah, buddy.
Minus the donut I had for breakfast.
Minus that. I
Yeah.
had frosted shredded mini wheat for breakfast.
Yeah.
Right on, that's exciting. Heck yeah.
It's time for change. I was listening to watching this doctor on YouTube about, me and you had this discussion about, me constantly reverting in my life and feeling like it's depression and it's this psychiatrist that's completely against medication,
Okay.
like depression medication. And he was
Mm-hmm.
talking about, how he used to work for the FDA and saw the crap that was going on there. And he's glad that JFK's got nominated for director of health, and talking about how people can solve their depression and everything in their life pretty much. And it's like typically all diet based,
Mm-hmm.
and
Isn't that
I
sad?
could see where I was when I was eating right. I wasn't depressed. I was happy. I had all kinds of freaking energy compared to where I am now, where I'm minimally depressed. I feel like crap. I have no energy. So
Yeah.
it's just, I've kind of known that, but it's just time to make some change.
It's crazy because I don't think, one, I don't think there's enough education about it in the United States in general. Like,
Not at all.
people don't realize that food is medicine. For me, yes, food is medicine. So give me all the foods. Like, that's my problem.
Well,
But, like,
we just eat the wrong foods. Like
yeah.
food is there to fuel your body.
Mm-hmm.
You're not fueling it by a shit ton of carbs or processed food.
Yep.
And that's why we feel like crap, because everything's processed, everything's carb loaded.
Mm-hmm. I'm
You know,
telling you, I think that's been the big change for Jason and I is being able to eat cleaner. And with me making so many things from scratch now and knowing what's in it, and you have to eat it within a certain, like, I've had to play with our the amount that I make, because if you don't eat it within a specific time it goes bad. There is no, it can sit on the shelf for 2 weeks and you'll be fine. So I feel different. Like, I feel better. I feel better that I'm feeding my family healthier food, especially Jaden.
yeah,
I feel better about the food choices that I'm making. Are they always perfect? No, absolutely not. But I know that what I'm doing, it's the long game. It's, you know what I mean? It's not gonna fix anything overnight. It's the long game, and it makes my heart happy, if I'm being 100% honest, to be able to cook and provide for my family that way.
sure.
So, it's definitely been a process. Like, listen, I just made some sourdough bread the other day. It did not turn out the way that I wanted it to. Back to the drawing board.
Right.
Like, it's, and it gives us a chance to slow down. It gives me a chance to slow down and
Yeah.
focus on that and put the time and the love into it that I want to, versus let's just run through the drive-through real quick. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
And
I
that
get
crap
it.
ain't cheap either.
Hell no, dude. Are you and you're hungry an hour later? Like, that's what's even crazier. So,
Because it ain't food.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I look back at it now, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'll never hit a drive-through again. Like, that, let's be realistic. But, like, I think about it now, and I'm like, oh, no wonder your stomach was hurting till 2 o'clock in the morning, or you were up and down to the bathroom all night. Whatever the case may be. Just not doing that now for today, even if it's just today, I feel better today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree 100%. 100%. Food is definitely something that will make you or break you, as we know. So,
Yeah.
I'm excited for you, friend. Carnivore diet. I struggled. I couldn't have a steak with a side of steak and another side of steak. Like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't make it make sense here, is the problem. So,
Well, it's just because we're so programmed that we
mm-hmm.
need fruits and vegetables to have a balanced diet.
100%. 100%. And you've done it before, right? Like, you've had success with it before. So, Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did it for a while, and not long enough, but I stopped for financial reasons because it was
Mm-hmm.
like I'm not going to give up the ketones, even though doing the carnivore diet would resolve all my problems,
Mm-hmm.
like my health problems. Like it gets rid of psoriasis, it deals with diabetes, high blood pressure, all that stuff. And, with
Mm-hmm.
ketones, I got rid of the diabetes. The ketones just didn't do anything for my psoriasis.
Which
So,
is weird because for me it did. That's yeah. It's interesting how well, I think it's the ketones. I haven't changed anything else other than that. So I don't know. I haven't been to the doctor to tell you different. But mine
yeah,
also, I'm not on medication for mine like you are. Like, and mine is more psoriatic arthritis than just straight up psoriasis. So, I can tell when I eat like
it's
shit.
definitely better on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
medication.
yeah.
I'm at a place in my life where I don't want to put chemicals in my body. And even though the psoriasis medication, it's a biologic,
Hmm.
it can cause health problems. Fix one problem and get another.
If you try and die on me, friend, I'll come over and choke you. I'm just letting you know. You better not. That, oh God, there'll be no
Yeah,
dying. None of that.
no dying here. That's where I'm trying to prevent.
No, I
So
agree. I think this is good for you. I think you are very much a person that needs to be in control of what you're doing. And
yeah,
we all need that. You know what I mean? And I think for you, this is a way for you to jump back in and be in control of what you're doing and to give you back control of your mindset and everything. So I think this is great for you. I think this will be awesome. So
yeah.
I'll throw a piece of ham or turkey at you every now and then. Like, I'll bring treats.
I'm telling you though, the meat sweats are fucking for real. I'm like I'm like sitting here and I'm just like all of a sudden fucking hot and sweating and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Oh yeah, I just ate a bunch of meat for lunch.
I'm done. Meat sweats are a real thing, people. Nobody judge, okay?
All right. I'm a little musty.
Good thing I'm over here. You're on the
Right.
screen. No, I'm
Yep.
excited for you. I think it'll be awesome. I think it will give you the push that you're looking for, and off to the races, buddy. Off to the races. Now it's going to be about can I keep up like that?
You will be. I mean, you've been doing amazing in your own journey, and I'm proud of you.
Thanks, bud. Thanks. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
I mean, I just know that like we all have control of our own destiny, and nobody's gonna fix my situation, and we're the culprit of most things in our lives, and it's time to take control again.
You know what's crazy is in that training today, like that was the one thing that kept coming to my head was I can blame, get, find an excuse, any will do. I can blame any and everything under the sun.
Yeah,
But the reason that I'm not where I want to be is because of me. And to be able to be in a place emotionally, mentally, maturity level, all of that, to recognize it, to be aware of it, number one, to be able to figure out what you need to do to change it, to come up with a plan, and then the action to do it and readjust as you need to.
yeah.
That's what it's about.
All right. I agree. I mean, I could sit here and blame our leaders. I can blame
Hmm. We have. Like, let's be for real.
that crappy network marketer trainer that we had. The
Listen, I
list
don't care
ca-
what nobody says. That was terrible.
the list. Our businesses are lacking because we're lacking. It has nothing to do with who our leader is or the lack of leaders.
What's crazy is our top dog leader, you know who I'm talking about,
Yeah.
called out the elephant in the room. It was like, yeah, there's drops. There's this, there's that, there's people leaving, there's people hopping, there's people doing this, that, and the other. None of that fucking matters if they ain't gonna do the damn work. I was like, I don't want to be the one to say it, but I might have said that before. I'm just saying.
Facts.
Like,
Yeah.
so, yeah, very true. Very, very true. I'm proud of us, friend. I'm proud of
Right.
us. Even in the hard stuff, Aaron, when we get in these hard places, the dark places again, it's way shorter than it normally
Yeah.
is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
For
number
sure.
one, let's celebrate that. Number two, we have our own self awareness about it now, long before somebody else is like, what the fuck is going on with you?
Yeah.
You know? So, I'm proud of us. I'm super proud of us.
100%.
We've come a long way, friend.
I mean,
We've come a long way.
I'll get back into the business side of things.
I know you will. We got places to go, things to do. I can't be
Yeah.
just traveling by myself. If a plane is going to crash, it's got to take all of us together, or
Fuck
none of us
that.
at all. Dude, these plane crashes are out of control. Like,
Right.
I have to go to Utah next month, and I literally am like, how
Just
far
don't
is it
take
to, how far?
just don't take Delta. You might flip upside down.
Oh my God, that's nuts. Like, I don't know. It does make me a little leery. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I am kind of like, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I fly
But
Alaskan, so thank God.
we can't so
Nope, that's it. True story. True story. I did that before. I've done it even recently,
yeah.
you know, when it comes to my own recovery or whatever the situation is. That fear can be, you know, for me at times it's been paralyzing.
Yeah.
And maybe not paralyzing, but you know, my famous I'm out, time to run.
Let's be real. Let's be real. It's been paralyzing for you.
Yeah, it has. And it's always in my mind way worse than it ever is in person. And afterwards, I'm like, God, you're such a bitch. Like, why were you so scared about it? But yeah, I'm actually going to, speaking of recovery, I'm going to pre-con in Lake Chelan, April 4th and 5th, and I'll
Nice.
be back on the 6th. And I'm going with my sponsor, and we're sharing a hotel room with just stranger danger. Instantly, I was like, oh God, I better make sure my CPAP is working. I don't want to snore in front of people.
I'm sure she's been through worse. That that's awesome though. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be really fun. I think more
I
than
was beginning
anything,
to think you gave up on it.
no, I think more than anything, I'll probably learn a whole lot and, you know, hopefully different dimensions of it, I guess maybe is what I'm saying. I don't know. I just know I'll learn a lot and I'm going to meet a lot of people. So that's, you know, I'm always down for that. I do think that I will be quiet. I do think that it's a different environment than like going to an event. So I do, but I think it's more on the front of I just want to learn as much as I can. I don't, so we'll see. I'm excited though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing like a proven event, but it's more just sitting and listening and learning,
Yeah. Yeah.
just hearing from other people's experience.
Yeah. I had a huge breakthrough this past Monday. Not obviously not tomorrow, but the last one. I didn't go to my meeting in person. I did it on Zoom. Just because I was running late, so I just dialed in and did it on Zoom. And we are talking about tradition two for Al-Anon, and somehow we got on the subject of higher power. And you know, from me personally, that that's something that I've struggled with, and you know, couldn't necessarily say that I had a higher power at the time. And as we're sitting there talking, and these, you know, people are sharing their experience, strength, and hope, I literally, it just all of a sudden is like, boom. When Ashley got married, that was literally, I can cry right now. The day Ashley got married, yes, it was a joyous, happy occasion, but nobody prepares you to give your daughter to someone else. I
Yeah.
don't care what anybody says. Giving Ashley to someone else killed me. Kills me right now thinking about it. But I'd never prayed so hard as I did that day. And that is the day that I was like, clearly you must believe in something. Whether it's God, the universe, somebody, whoever, the trees, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
That was the day that I was like, yeah, you do have a higher power. When it's too much for you and you don't know what else to do, this is how you handle it. And I shared that in the meeting, and it was a moment where I was like, maybe I'm not as fucked up as I thought. Maybe there is hope for me just yet.
Right. No, it's crazy though to think all that negative stuff of ourselves.
It is. Yeah.
You know, because we just have never learned the tools to see it, And if you haven't noticed yet, the month pretty much determines the tradition or the step that kind of coincides.
Yep. I caught on that, what, December? I was like, oh, I see the theme. I see the pattern. So, yeah, it definitely, I guess I just didn't, recovery for me is, well, in my opinion, looks different than like an addict's recovery or an alcoholic's recovery because it's the other side of it. So, I struggled with, do I even need to be in recovery? Like, I'm not the alcoholic or the addict. Like, but then the more I've learned as I've gone through this process, it's like, no, wait a minute. Yeah, you weren't ingesting it,
Yeah.
but you were acting just as damn crazy, and now I get it. Like, now, yes, I absolutely need to be in recovery. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, it's all spiritual based. Like,
Yeah.
for me, and, in our past podcasts, like when we had Justin on, I said that, it's not about the drugs or the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
It's our thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you take the drugs and the alcohol away, or in your case, you take the
Yep.
alcoholic or drug addict out of the situation, you're still there. Your thinking is still there.
Mm-hmm.
And, 12 steps and, a spiritual connection is the only thing that's going to get us through that and change our fucked up thinking.
Yeah. Dude, it's so crazy because I couldn't understand that.
Yeah.
And now, like, I fully, like, get it. And, like, I could not see the damage left in the wake,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't until, like, I would hear specific things or a specific example or something that I could relate to. And I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you are in the right place, sister. Like,
I mean,
you know,
I truly believe that, the program is based on just being the best person that you possibly can be
yeah.
in everyday life. And I think no matter if you're affected, if you use drugs or alcohol, or you've been affected by somebody that does, that I think everybody could benefit from the 12 steps, because it's just about being a better person.
I think it's it's very, how do I say this? It would be very narrow-minded of someone to believe that they've never been affected by some sort of addiction, whether it's drugs, alcohol, food, porn, social media, video game, anything that draws attention or sucks in somebody's time. Like, I don't know that I know anybody that has not been affected in one form or another. Yeah.
Percent.
Now I get the everybody could benefit from the 12 steps. And if I'm being 100% honest, it takes away that judgment because I judged for a long time
Yeah.
the addict and the alcoholic because in my mind, how could my mother ever do that to her, to me, to my, as her child? Well, fuck, I did the same thing just in a different,
Yeah.
so yeah, I get it. Look at us growing, friend. Look at us. We are the bomb.com. Now, if I could just, I don't know,
Trademark that shit.
right? No joke, for real.
Yeah.
That's good stuff right there. Good stuff. So, yeah, that's what's going on recovery wise. And then I got arms at the gym today. God help me. Although, I showed Frank. I haven't showed the world. Let's
It's the gun show.
just
Yes.
saying. Just saying, people. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, no, I really like my gym. It's really small, but everybody seems to be pretty friendly. And it kind of like, I was kind of taken aback the other day. I was on the floor doing my stretches, and this girl just kind of smacks me in the foot. And instantly, I'm like, what the? I just kind of, because I have my headphones on, and I kind of turn and I move my headphones, and she's like, I just need to tell you, I love your freaking shoes every time you come in here. And I have like right now, I have on my rainbow Air Maxes, and that's what I
Nice.
had on that day. She's like, every time you come in here, you have on the best shoes. I was like, this is what I need to work on. My response, instead of just saying thank you like a normal person, I was like, I'm a shoe whore. She just kind of, and I'm like, I like shoes.
That's hilarious.
She just kind of laughed and giggled, and I was like, listen, my shoe collection is, and like, my shoe collection is ridiculous. I was like, probably have every color you could imagine. She was like, I love those. She was like, every time you come in, it's a different pair, and they're always so cute. And I was like, well, thanks, I appreciate it. So after the awkward, I'm a shoe.
That's hilarious. I know I had a situation this morning. I went to a meeting and uh, there's this friend Arthur. I haven't seen him around for a while. I was at the cash machine and he comes up and he's like, Aaron, you're looking really good. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, but I've put on like 60 pounds. And he's like, no, like you lost a bunch of weight and you looked funny, but now you're like filling out. And
Okay,
I was like, all right, I'll take that.
right? Hell yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
So I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, hell yeah, take that. That's a win right there. We'll take it.
Yeah. I know people look funny when they lose a bunch of weight and they're not packing the muscle on.
You though, like for me, like, and maybe it's because we're around each other so much. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like when you told me that you had gained that much back, I'm like, no, there's no way. Like I see it, but I don't see it. Like maybe not that number. Like,
Yeah.
for me, life gets lifey. We gain 5, 10 pounds back, whatever. But when you told me the number, I was like, no, there's no way. Like, you carry it different because of
Yeah.
your build and everything. I gained five
Yeah.
pounds and you can see it from freaking a mile down the street. So every time I get on here, I'm like, this right here is out of control. Like this, I seen a video of this lady it's called coal sculpting or something like that, where they put this machine right here and it like freezes the fat right here and then eventually your body eliminates it, whatever. But it left like this giant hickey on
Wow.
her right here. And then they like massage it and stuff afterwards, and they're like, it's gonna be a little sore, tender to never mind. Just leave my double chin alone. I'm good. Don't worry about it. I don't need to
Yeah.
be walking around with a giant hickey. Like that's
I mean, let's be real. That's why I rock a beard. I mean, I
well,
still got it.
I mean,
You can't rock a beard though.
I don't
I'd
think
be
I can.
questioning you.
Right. I don't think that I can. I mean, I've never
Yeah.
tried, so I don't know.
Yeah, because I know when I lost a bunch of weight before, I shaved my beard completely off.
Huh?
And I was just like, nah, bro, you gotta keep a beard.
I can't even imagine you with no beard. I can't.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen you that way. That
Yeah.
would be what that's like your wisdom, Aaron. Like that's what I look at that like. Look at like your wisdom. I can't imagine you with no beard.
I'll have to find a picture and put it up on the screen in this podcast.
That's wild. I've seen a picture of you, but like now I can't even imagine it. That's so
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. I think we're doing, I think again, we are right exactly where we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
I did look up Tough Mudders yesterday.
Yeah.
The closest one to us is going to be in Big Bear, California.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have to travel for it. Now, I don't know if they do like if there's something local that does something similar. I haven't looked into that. I actually looked up the Tough Mudder race, but
Yeah. They do ones locally.
yeah,
I
I'm
just
sure they
don't know
have
the
to.
names of
Yeah,
them.
yeah. I'm
I'm
sure
not
they have
tr-
to do something similar to it for sure.
I'm not trying to go to California.
Right?
I'm trying to get
Not for
burnt.
that.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Our look, no.
Well, sorry, it got canceled because California burnt down.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to pause the race. There's a wildfire coming. Oh,
Right.
okay. You know what was crazy is at the virtual event to see Blake and like everything that he's been working on and all the stuff that's coming or whatever. He has been working on that even with his house situation.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, you got to. You got to keep your mind
that's
busy and
in
off
that's
your
what he said.
problems.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, I know that he said, I know that the natural human reaction is to, oh my God. He was like, this was my saving grace. He was like, I had to stay in it because I could not control anything else. He was like, that was my saving grace. I was like, that makes sense. I get it. I
So what is
definitely
that?
get that.
What is the A?
The K1,
Yeah.
as far as I know, the only information that I know, because we got cut off at a certain point, it is more along the lines of personalized ketones. Um, and those particular ones, I believe, and remember, I know this much, is based on or geared more towards anti aging and longevity and mental health versus like more energy and weight loss. Does that make sense?
Fat loss, not weight loss.
Yeah, fat loss. They have been able to, they have figured out the science to manipulate what ketones work for what more efficiently. And that's kind of, if I'm guessing, that's kind of the direction that 2025 is headed.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah, I think they talked about that more at more.
yep. hmm And, we've all been waiting because they told us that then. So we've all kind of just been waiting for that to come to fruition. And, well, here we are.
Yeah.
I definitely think 25 is going to be wild. I think it's going to be any more than what any of us could have imagined that it was going to be. And so I think we're exactly where we need to be. That being said, I have a whole list of steps, a whole list of things. So, yeah, we will do what we've always done and, kill it. I'm
Yes,
excited.
ma'am.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Right.
Also, Eric Worre also brought out like it was interesting to hear him talk about it because we've had trainings on it before type situation, but they don't ever want to get too specific because God forbid you might call somebody out or something like that. The drama that goes on in network marketing. And he listed 20 different things. I'm just going to run through the list for you real quick. Complainer, always negative. Gossip, a bully, an extortionist, a lobbyist, meaning I think this should change they should change this in the company for our entire team. Egomaniac, a thief, so you're stealing signups from someone else.
Yeah.
A sex seeker,
I know.
the
Yeah.
addict, the retiree, and the founder. The founder needs to be able to learn when it's appropriate to say no versus yes. So he's like reading these off, and I'm like,
Right.
so
I was
yeah.
thinking the same thing.
Yep, I know. But yeah, it was really good training. There's this thing called the 45 challenge that I'm going to shoot you a picture of. I think that's where we should start at. It's compared to the 75 hard, but it's a 45-day challenge, and it's business geared. Super simple. That's the scary part, though, because it's so simple.
Yeah.
But we are more than capable of doing it. It's just doing it. So,
Right.
yeah, good stuff. Good stuff, though.
Awesome.
So, I just
Well,
remembered I have to do laundry. Damn it. I thought I was so productive today.
bummer. I forgot to buy laundry detergent when I was at the store, so
Dude, have you been to the business Costco before?
a long time ago.
So, I've been in one before. Jason just discovered the business Costco, and now he's like, we're never going to a different Costco. We're always going to go to this Costco. So, yeah, we got all that stuff yesterday. We didn't get the meat slicer though, because the meat slicer, the one that they have there, was indeed $900. And
Jeez.
we don't need a $900 meat slicer. Like, I don't care. We're not running a deli business.
Yeah.
So he
I
found
got an
one
old
on.
school I got an old school meat slicer.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's way cheaper to go to the business center and buy like the whole turkey breast and
Yeah.
slice it out than it is to just buy the already pre-sliced and probably healthier.
Oh yeah, for
So,
sure. I mean, that's why I bought it for back in the day, but I'm not eating sandwiches right now, so
yeah. Turkey, obviously that will be for sandwiches for us. Maybe
yeah.
some chunks of turkey for maybe like turkey pot pie. I don't know, whatever I put chunk turkey in. But ham, I'm definitely gonna do some slices and some chunks for like omelets and cooking with or whatever. So Jason found one online on Costco for 80 instead of 99. So that's
Nice.
what he's gonna get. So
Cool.
and then we'll do it that way.
I was gonna say, like, I'll let you borrow mine, but you'll have to wait until we move. Just I'm not gonna unpack it.
Right, right? No joke. So yeah, that's our plan. That's all I got
Yeah.
going on. I'm super excited for you, friend. I'm super proud of you. And it's funny because people will always say, and I don't know if they do this to you as far as I go, but with you, they all, oh, we got to talk to Aaron. We got to get Aaron. How about you leave Aaron alone? Aaron, Aaron will handle Aaron. And if the shit gets real, Aaron and I will handle it. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So, I never doubt it. I never ever doubt. I just know that sometimes you just gotta, and I'm not the Jedi, so I don't pretend to be. And I just let you do what you need to do, and you always come back. And I'm always
Yeah.
here. So I'm super proud of you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. See, there was no awkwardness there. I
No,
just accepted it.
I know. I'm proud. Look, everybody celebrate. Good
Yeah.
job. Good job. Good job. Look at you growing, friend. Look at you grow.
Right.
Good job. I know. I'm trying to procrastinate so I don't have to go to the gym. My arms already hurt. I'm not there.
Right.
Dude, I have to do barbell rows. That's the one I dread the most.
You'll be fine.
It's 75 pounds. So, all right, friend. Good
All right.
episode. Good
Yes,
episode.
it was. All right. Till next time. Love y'all. Peace. Please like and subscribe and share, and don't be afraid to reach out to us with feedback